In the ancient times of the Mughal Empire, there was a wise and witty minister named Birbal in the royal court of Emperor Akbar. Birbal, with his sharp intellect and cleverness, had become Akbar's most trusted advisor. His wit and wisdom were renowned in the kingdom, and he was known as the wise minister throughout the empire. One day, Emperor Akbar gathered all his ministers in the royal court and posed a question: "Who is the most intelligent and just minister in my court?" The ministers looked at each other, realizing that the answer to this question could determine their standing in the emperor's favor. Each one wanted to be recognized as the most intelligent and just minister in Akbar's court. Akbar, with a hint of amusement in his eyes, continued, "I will give you all a challenge. You must answer a question, and the one with the most clever and just response will be declared the wisest minister in my court." He then posed the question: "If you were to speak something of great importance to me, and I were to sentence you to death by hanging, how would you save yourself?" The ministers exchanged nervous glances, realizing the gravity of the challenge. None of them were prepared to answer such a difficult question. The atmosphere in the court became tense as the ministers pondered the dilemma. At that moment, Birbal, with a calm demeanor and a twinkle in his eye, stepped forward. He had a reputation for handling such situations with wit and intelligence. Birbal addressed the emperor, "Your Majesty, if I were in such a predicament, facing the threat of hanging for speaking something of great importance, I would request that you provide me with proof of the need for such a severe punishment." Akbar raised an eyebrow, intrigued by Birbal's response. "And what proof would you seek, Birbal?" he inquired. Birbal replied, "I would ask your Majesty to show me the actual noose that would be used for my hanging. If the noose is indeed prepared, it would indicate that my words had grave consequences. However, if the noose is not ready, it would suggest that my words were not as serious as initially perceived." A murmur of admiration and approval rippled through the court. Akbar, with a smile, acknowledged the cleverness of Birbal's response. "Birbal," he said, "your quick thinking and wisdom never cease to amaze me. You are truly the wisest minister in my court." Birbal bowed gracefully, and the other ministers, though disappointed, couldn't deny the brilliance of his solution. From that day forward, Birbal's reputation as the wise minister grew even stronger. This story teaches us the importance of quick thinking, cleverness, and the ability to navigate challenging situations with intelligence. Birbal's approach not only showcased his wit, but also his understanding of human nature and the dynamics of the royal court. In our own lives, facing unexpected challenges with a combination of intelligence and wisdom can often lead to successful outcomes. As the wise minister continued to serve in Akbar's court, his reputation for solving complex problems and providing insightful advice became legendary. The tale of the wise minister remained etched in the history of the Mughal Empire as an example of how intelligence and cleverness could triumph even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges.